Dean, a 2-1 win here today. What's your overall reflections on the performance?
Really pleased. There were moments where we had to hang on. I thought we showed real good quality in the first half. I thought our energy levels were really high. I think we deserved to be in the lead at half-time as well, the way we started the game. I think the block that Grant gets in the first minute, for me, lifted everybody, and just, it was one of them moments where, the captain stands up and, everybody follows him. And I felt it gave us that lift that we needed and just gave us that energy. And I think it got the supporters alongside us as well. And I thought it was a result made from the unison of the supporters, the players and the staff. And that's what you can do when you're all together.
Yeah, because the first 10 minutes you could see the crowd responding to the performance on the pitch, couldn't you? And the noise they made here was incredible.
Yeah, it was brilliant, and we showed some really good quality as well. We knew we'd have to compete and win duels and second balls, and we did, but we found our out balls really well. We felt that if we could win the ball and get a couple of passes, then the opposite side of the pitch would be on for us. We got a bit of fortune with the goal. But it was a good cross from Josh Sargent underneath their back line. And we've always said if you've got defenders facing their own goal, then it can be diverted in, and it certainly was. And then, great interception from Brandon on the front foot again, a great ball through for Adam, who followed up his positive performance on Wednesday with a really good performance today.
How pleased are you for Adam to get his first Premier League goal?
Yeah, really pleased, because he's one of them players who's got an awful lot of potential. We've got quite a few players who've got that potential at the club. They need the likes of Tim Krul, Timu Pukki and Grant Hanley, the more experienced players around them. And I loved the will and the drive from all of them to keep the ball out the back of the net today. That was so important for us.
Yeah, second half, that will and that desire to keep the ball out of the back of the net was epitomised by Brandon Williams running back and picking up Crank, because they all put so much energy in, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and it was like the walking wounded at the end of the game. Max had gone off with, and he was on crutches at the end. I think he got a whack in his gluteus, and Brandon had to come off with cramp. He'd put so much into the game. Tim struggling with his shoulder. So we had quite a few cramping up. I think Sarge as well. He's had certainly an interesting week with his first child as well. So it was everybody putting themselves on the line. I reminded the players before the game, it's not a be-all and end-all game, but it's getting that way. And we need to stop talking, and we need to put some action onto them words. And I thought we put some action there today.
And it lifts the club now to 18th and very close to the point mark, the team just above. How much confidence do you take from that?
Not loads, because I haven't looked at the table for a while, to be honest. We just have to concentrate on our next game. We had to break that cycle. It's not nice being on a losing run and not scoring goals, and people pointing the finger at us. I hope everybody, certainly our fans, can go home today a little bit more pleased and see a bit more light at the end of the tunnel. And we certainly got them behind us today, and we hopefully can continue to do that.
And the next game up is Watford, and that is a big, just as this game was a really big game, isn't it? Yeah,
every game we play now is massive. We know when we play the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City, it's going to be harder to get results. But every game that we play, the Everton today, Watford next week, is going to be massive for us, and we'll be going all out to get all 3 points.